Perfect.
Hey, y'all. Hey, happy Sunday. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all, to another edition of Queens of the Ring. I am Nik J, the jet setter. So happy to be back at home. This is my good buddy, my pal, BOXIANA the Menace, the Caucasian. Okay. How y'all doing this weekend? How y'all doing this fine Sunday evening, friend? How was church?
We gotta talk about that. I forgot to tell you about that. But we couldn't have a discussion. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. That's what I said. It wasn't that. This time changed and messed me up.
Listen, y'all, how are y'all doing? It's 7:52, but in my mind it's 6:52. Hence us running a smidget bit late today. Okay, we wouldn't take Davis late, but we a smidget bit late today.
And we didn't come in here with no purse. Where are you? We just got here.
Well, y'all, it's Sunday. We don't lie on Sunday. We don't sugarcoat on Sunday. So, come on in. Come on in. Come on in the room. Come on in. Don't kill him. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Come on in, y'all. How y'all doing? We got a lot to discuss. What's up, Miami Snoopy 305, Seattle Rick? How you doing, Seattle Rick? Behind the lens, how are you? South Paul, how you doing? Come on in the room. Marcus, Shogun 76, J Wash 4, come on in. Hey, Keisha girl, how you doing? Talib Cunningham, how are you? Tiana Scott, how are you? The mic check, 1212. How you doing? Mo 2013. Mo says, salute to the queens. Thank you, Mo. We appreciate it. Then Mo came back with something else. Yeah, he did it 2 times. Come on, Mo. Come on. Todd French, how are you? Ron White. Nando Lamas, how are you? Let's see. Yeah, they called a Caucasian on Twitter the other day. And so she been the Caucasian since.
I do. I apparently my that ancestry.com that you brought up on me, it came back to slap me in the face when you told everybody that I was white. Now look, yeah, friend, you did. I'll never let you forget that. You told all these people I was white. There was a bunch of people in here too.
But you had said it first. I just repeated.
I didn't need them folks to know my ancestry.com. Now they're gonna be looking at me crazy.
But it's like way removed though.
No, not really. But yeah.
See, I'm trying to help you.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, it's Sunday. If I know, I just ain't gonna come out here and tell y'all because then y'all gonna be trying to revoke my privileges. I said what I said. Do you want to fight?
Don't.
I think so.
No mas.
No. All right, let's go.
No mas. Chesamaine, how you doing? Great shows as always. How are you across the pond? How are you? Black Attack. Hey, Harvey, how you doing? I ain't hooked up my boy yet, but I'm gonna get to it. Hey, Mr. Mont, how are you? He says, hey, ladies. Y'all, super duper shout out to Mr. Mont. If you guys saw our last flyer, our last thumbnail for Friday's show, that was courtesy of the fabulous, generous Mr. Mont. He just sends stuff. We don't, he's just generous like that. He's on his computer. I guess, just fidgeting around, and he comes up with the dopest stuff for us. So, Mr. Mont, thank you so very kindly. We appreciate it. And we got a lot of compliments off of that too. So thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all might want to hit him up if you want some graphics and whatnot. Yeah, Mr. Mont did that. Kizzy, how are you? What's up, Boxing and Barbecue? How you doing? Let's see. Hey, Bliss the Fish, how are you? Chicago Al, what's up, Coach Amber? Y'all come on in the room. Caucasian Clay, Boxiana.
All right, what we ain't finna do is start with the white jokes. I tell you that. Because I tell you what, y'all don't want me. Ain't nothing changed.
We don't.
I may have learned some things about me, but me is still me.
Jay Wash says you're now the Christian Caucasian.
Period. Courage.
Lord Jesus. Be offended, please. ATL Unanimous Boxing Sports. Hi, Sports. How are you? He says, salute, Queens. Hey, how you doing? Bless the Fish said, white bread. Okay, we gone. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Fucking sleeves up on y'all. I don't get, hey.
Could you please? Don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, there's lots to talk about. We had a jam-packed Friday show, but what we failed to do was talk about the previous weekend's fights. And it was some entertaining boxing last weekend, not last night. Y'all know we're gonna talk about that, but the previous weekend we didn't get to do a Sunday show. So we're gonna just, slightly touch on that, but we have to touch it because one of the comments in the other show specifically asked that Boxiana give someone a job. Okay. So we'll start there. Hey, Nakia Anthony, how are you? She says, salute, ladies. Hey. So we'll start with last week's Showtime card that featured Brandon Figueroa and Mark Maxeyo. But before we get to that one, we must discuss one Jarrett Hurd and one Armando Resendez. Jay Hurd,
he need to quit. He need to quit. Jay Hurd ain't been Jay Hurd in I don't know how long. That Jay Hurd is gone. What they call him, Swift? It's gone. It's now Slowpoke. Why? I told y'all before the fight, I didn't think he was going to do well. No. It's time to pick up that construction job, get that goddamn vest. You know them highway people that work up with the white, that's his job. I don't see him doing nothing else messing with some fucking concrete. He don't like he understand nothing else. He don't like he understand everything else. None at all. So I'm going to give him a construction job. TxDOT, ain't that what they call TxDOT? He is now TxDOT. Highway Patrol, clean them, service them people. Wow. Jay Hurd?
Jay Hurd looked terrible.
He looked terrible. I was flabbergasted. I didn't even know what to say.
I was hoping, first of all, how long had he been off? Hadn't he been off like
3 years? 4. It's been I told you he got married. Y'all know how I feel if you in your prime, there's a couple of things you can't do. Have a baby, get married. Y'all can't do it. Some people can. He is one of those that cannot.
I feel so bad for him because, he's had a lot that has happened to him. He got beat up in the first go around, and then COVID came, and then he lost his dad, and then he just couldn't get back in the groove. He had a fight, he won it, but he didn't look great. Then he had another fight, lost that one. He just never has been back on solid ground since getting beat up by J-Rock. He ain't been the same since then. He's not been the same since he lost his belt. That's just point blank in the period. And nobody wanted to say it, but people did say it. His style wasn't built to last very long. because his defense was getting hit. That's what his defense was. His defense was taking punches and walking through them. That is not sustainable in the world of boxing. So yeah, J Rod, I don't know it.
J Rod, J Hurd, they all in the goddamn same boat.
Yeah, well,
they car riders, passengers, Uber passengers. They is one in the same. They both need to sit them chins down somewhere because they is soft, tainted, friend, tainted.
Man, it was bad. Did you see his mouth? Did you see? And I said during the Friday show, I said Resendez looked like he ready. Resendez looked like he ready to do some things. And Resendez did some things. Like Resendez was in there banging with Jarrett Hurd. And a lot of people can't stand there and bang with him, but Resendez did and won and tore his lip off the bone in the process. It was awful. It was so hard. You're not coming back from that. You're not coming back from that. So I don't know if he's gonna be working on the highway, the byway, the trains, or the Amtrak. I don't know. But boxing, I think that's it and that's all. I believe that's it and that's all for Jarrett Hurd.
He's been done. He's a done.
He's been dragging this out for a while.
Yeah. All it was gonna take for him to get knocked out real good, and you see, well.
And I think I would have rather got knocked out than to get my lip toe off the bone like that.
I can't believe that lip was just hanging off in the ring. I didn't even understand how that fucking happened.
That was awful. I said, oh.
It looked like, you know how Mr. Potato Head lip, and you knock it out. That's how it looked. It was barely hanging on.
It was. How I'ma kiss you? What I'ma do with that?
I ain't nothing to do. I told you. Speaking of, I told you and faces told up. I know this is so off the topic.
Hold on, let me read this. What's up, George Peach, Denise? How you doing, girl? To the queens in the chat. Let's get it, child. And we are. Now what, girl? What?
Hey, Jackie, I'm finna get to that. I ain't worried about what he said about Tony. Did you see him acting like he beat up Sebastian Fundora?
Wait a minute, huh? Come again?
You heard me loud and clear. The man was on Instagram. He had like a 4-page essay about him saying he beat up Sebastian Fundora and he wants to run it back. Elephant Man, if you don't get your ass in the room and lay down on your couch.
He said that?
Friend. And it was because of that knockdown. You remember at the beginning of the fight?
I was gonna say he probably feels this way because he actually did knock him down. And he okay.
So what? I got knocked down, but I got up again. That's what they said. He got up and he commenced to turning you to an unrecognizable person, sir.
I mean, now
you went home and scared your children. They couldn't even look at you.
See, this lets me further know that he ain't ready to get back in the ring. He got some screws still loose. If he said that in front of people.
No, he was serious. He's serious about him had been winning that fight. And I've heard a few people agree that he was winning that fight.
Boxing and Barber say, now y'all know that's the kind of energy he was giving.
That's the kind of energy that he was giving. And he wants to run it back. Sir, we could not recognize you at the end of that fight. I thought he was dead. This time, you might not make it that far.
Lubin, now, Erickson, he needs another evaluation, doctors. Like if I was a boxing doctor and I heard that, evaluate this man, please.
Yeah. There's no way in the world after I would have got my fucking scalp, face, my whole head rearranged like that. His ear was right here, friend.
We laughed so hard at that episode of Martin. I never thought in a cajillion years that somebody would really have that kind of face, like in real life. After a boxing match. I never thought I'd see it in real life. And then even down to the haircut, along comes Erickson Lubin.
He had the knots and everything. Sir, the audacity of you to sit up and act like you won that. No, it wasn't even close. Because when that man got up and started wailing on you, that was it. Only God had mercy on you because he didn't have none on you. He didn't give a
none. He was trying to do something to that man for real.
It was literally, he almost had a body. I hate to say it. He almost had a body.
Had they not stopped it,
Apollo creeded, friend.
Come on, Erickson now. Maybe he don't mean he really want to run it back. That's not what he meant to say. Surely not.
I hope not.
I mean, that's the thing that a fighter is supposed to say, I reckon. But no.
Not that I got my ass beat like that.
No.
Not especially not to the person that beat my ass like that. What?
Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. What's up, Mike Jones? OG Eric in St. Louis. Black Swan. Now, friend, help me out. What is he saying? What is the name? What is their name? Black Swan? That's what I think it says. Black Swan. I hope I'm saying it right. Ray Jackson, how you doing, my good brother? Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. Yeah, Erickson. Now. Okay, now I don't know what was we talking about before
that. We was talking about Jay Hurd and his new text job and him working for the highway patrol.
Okay.
Highway patrol, but the highway people that be fixing the street, slow down all the traffic. He needs a job in the heat, friend.
I don't know. Does he need a job in the heat?
Yeah, because he can't go work in the warehouse. The warehouse become a bougie job now. That's only for deserving people.
Friend, after his slaughtering, he can't be in the warehouse. I think he deserves that.
A skill driving fucking forklifts and shit. No. Because these forklift jobs ain't got a little different. They got their, they doing too much. He can't follow no manuals. He got to get out there and they got to tell him, lay the shit, cover this shit, get your little thing. He going to be the paint striper. He the one that pushed
the paint striper.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, friend, he can't, he ain't given that he can read the manual well.
Okay. Yeah. All the best, Jared. All the best, Jared Hurd. All the best.
No, we don't wish people well.
I do. I don't want to see nothing. I do. Because boxing is hard, friend.
If you don't want to see nothing happen to him, don't ask for him to come back to a ring. There's a few people that you be wanting to see again fight, and I'll be telling you, he done. Is he done, friend?
Done. Okay. He is done. Done. Like, well done. Like, stick a fork in him. He is done. Yeah, done. Yeah, okay. So, now, we talk about Jared Hurd and his rock'em sock'em way of fighting. And then the main event comes and we see Mark Maxeyo and we see Brandon Figueroa. Brandon Figueroa has a very similar style to Jared Hurd, which makes me nervous for young Brandon. Okay. He's a very young man, but the way he fights is not going to be sustainable for a long boxing career either. Okay. Brandon, we understand you like to slug it out and whatnot, but good sir, slip something. He won the fight, but I wasn't like thoroughly impressed. This fight seemed to me a little worse than his fight with Cool Boy. I didn't like that. I didn't like it.
The young Hannibal Lecter did not look good either. And I was so surprised because normally when Hannibal come out, I know what to expect. He didn't look like himself. It wasn't hitting the way it was supposed to hit. And no matter what nothing could make me figure out what it was. It just was good.
Well, Mark Maxeyo is a little twitchety. He's a little awkward. Dare I say unorthodox, kind of. So, he jumps in with the punches and, But Brandon, dude, he was getting touched up early in that fight. Like, touched up. I didn't like that. He got to learn something different. He got to work on something else. This, I feel like ain't no work being done. Like at some point, folks have to bring in other people who specialize in defense when that's not your strong suit. So I'm urging him to get some more, to get some other people in his camp to teach him some different stuff, because he's not going to be able to keep fighting like that and be successful. He's just not. He not. Anyway, we had to touch on that because we didn't get to say nothing about that fight Friday. However, we're moving on into what has happened over the weekend. Okay. And there was a fight this weekend in Australia and whatnot. Well, friend, looks like somebody else needs a job.
I wish you would have listened to me. And you know, I wish I could be like you, friend. I wish I could have some of the hope that you be having. You are so hopeful. You are so hopeful. And I mean, what else can I say? It's time for you to be the promoter trainer I know you can be. I was so fucking disappointed last night. A few things. I hate them fucking ropes. If I could have jumped up there on that ring last night and pulled all them fucking ropes down, I felt like I wanted to be the WWE. I wanted to get up there and pull them bitches down. I mean, literally off the fucking ring. I was in this bitch standing up, hollering, Tony, get off, move, Tony, move your feet. Move your feet, Tony. What's going on? And then my brain was like, you know what? He took his boxing heart with all of that magic in it, and it was still bumping and beating, and all the glitter and shit was on it, and he gave it right to Alicia Baumgartner, and she took it and put it in her chest. Which I'm okay with that. Perfectly fine with him passing on his magic to his protege. And what a fucking protege to have in Alicia Baumgartner. I did not want him to do that last night. I told y'all a couple of fights ago what I wanted.
You did.
Y'all kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Well, who you want to see Tony fight next? What do you want? I want Tony to be the promoter, trainer I know he can be. I'm mad at y'all. I'm mad at all y'all, because when this shit got announced, I blame all y'all, each and every last one of y'all. This is all y'all fault. This is your fault. This is your fault too. Yeah. Because when I kept telling y'all, when I say I ain't telling y'all no for no reason. I'm telling y'all because I'm seeing something. Y'all don't fight as much as I fight. I fight. So if I'm telling y'all, go with me. I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. I promise you. I said,
You did. You did, friend. You did. You did say, You did. You did. You were very encouraging for him to just really step into his trainer job and put 100%. And you called it. You did. You called. He didn't even look like the Tony that we know. But you know what? His brother said it perfectly. I watched just a little while ago. His brother came out. He did a little small snippet of a live giving his opinion, and he was dead right the whole time. Tony ain't been right for a while neither. We just being honest.
Too.
Yep.
Don't be blaming Tony. Your ass to blame too, because you know what? When y'all daddy passed away, you decided to get in them damn shoes, and you knew you couldn't fill your daddy's shoes. If we got it's Sunday, let's be frank. Don't blame no fucking Tony. Blame all the people that was like when he was like, yeah, I'm ready to get back in the ring. What y'all should have been Jen. Because Jen told her husband, you wasn't getting back in that fucking ring no more. Y'all, we gotta be for real, man. Y'all gonna fuck around and get somebody hurt, pushing them back into shit. If a motherfucker is displaying that they don't want to fight no more, let's not encourage them.
These are all facts. This is all true. But I think that was the thing. I think Tony was still wanting to fight. I think he was wanting to, like he said, he was really trying, whether or not he was trying to get back to glory or he was trying to get back to the position to get the bigger bag. I don't know. But I really think he was trying to get back to get that Charlo fight. It is probably for that one big, massive payday again. And I mean, I can't fault him for it, but like his brother said, he could see back the previous fight. He would train hard. He looked great in training camp, but when fight night came, his body just didn't respond. And he looked like he was in good shape. I think somebody in the comments said he looked like he was in good shape. He did. Shit, Bernard Hopkins looked like he in good shape, but you old though, baby. And Father Time, when them young boys be hitting on that ass, say, hey, this ain't the same caliber punches that my body's supposed to be taking. This is not right. This is not what this.
And it was like that first big punch that Tim threw. Tony's body was like, bitch, you know what? Maybe we did wrong. But maybe Tony couldn't run. Tony would not move his feet.
And you like, know he's a mover.
He's a mover. He would not hit. And then he got in that corner. And I knew when it was coming to an end. Round 8, I was like, he may make it 2 more rounds. I'm going to give it 2 more rounds. That 9th round came. Tim came out that motherfucker busting. When Tony got on the ropes.
What was he doing?
Busting. He was busting. He was hitting Tony with Tony was all swollen shit. I was mad. I was angry because I knew this shit shouldn't have fucking happened. But the motor held up longer than what I thought it would. I thought it was going to start to give it about 6. Yeah. But he lasted a little longer, which let me know they did a little road work.
This is my question. Do you think he lasted a little longer, or do you think that once Tim got in there, he knew he could do what he wanted to do, and he decided to really sit in his Ali because he had predicted he was going to stop him in round 9? So you think he carried him to 9?
I think he may have carried him to 9, but I also think that I think Tony knew too. Tony was being too fucking friendly this week for me. You know, I got a thing for them friendly ass fucking pressers. No, this is your time to tell I'm finna beat your ass. Bitch, you got to say bitch real hard on the end of that so they'll know I didn't come here to play with you. Bitch, this is your job. Like, he was grinning and shit. I know Tony. Like, I know how he do shit. So, no, Tony. I knew when he was doing that grinning and shit.
You said that to me too. You was like, friend Tony finna get knocked out. You said it just like that. I was like, don't say that.
Friend, listen, I don't fight no more. I don't fight no more. I knew in my spirit. I was like, no, this is fixing to go bad. Tony, just do what you do. You are a motherfucking excellent ass trainer. Your brother not. You are. Because at least you know how to give Alicia shit. When you see her in there, you're watching her through the round. When the round is over and she come back to your corner, you're telling her mistakes. You're telling her what she needs to do to fix those mistakes. You're being that fucking guy. Be that guy. I don't want to see him in the ring no more. Don't come back no more. Right.
And you know what? He always seemed kind of thin, frail to me because his head's so big, and then he JJ-ish, head's big, and then a little bitty body. But I hated to see him like that. To leave Cunningham, he says, "I'll say it." Tony looked like it took a dive. Now
Tony ain't fucking dive to no goddamn Tszyu, not in no motherfucking Australia. One thing about Tony ain't just gonna give up.
I don't think he took no dive either, because I really and truly think that he was trying to get back to that title fight. I think he was. But he just couldn't hold up. His body couldn't hold up. He looked drained from the very beginning of the fight. He looked like he wasn't in there. Marcus says He was drained. He's been killing himself to stay at 154. I told him 2 years ago to move up, but the money is at 154. Plus, he's been training his number one amateur fighter.
Exactly. That last part that you said, he got all this fucking talent in this bag. Yeah. I want Tony to deal with his. I mean, can you imagine Tony being the Floyd Mayweather? He could start his own promotion company, Tony Harrison Promotions,
and he's got the mouth and the personality. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Come out there with them goddamn bucks on. I'm here for Tony and his shit. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what people are saying. Tony don't give up.
I hate it had to end like that, but I hope that was enough for him to realize it's time to let it go. As far as being a boxer, you definitely don't have to leave the sport altogether. You have talent that is there for you to coach. You've been doing a great job. Do that. I hope he doesn't step back in the ring anymore. And like you said about the presser, there was a comment in our last episode. One of the comments, I don't know, it's Whispers. I don't know if that's a male or female, but Whispers said pretty much the same thing. They didn't like his energy leading up. He was doing too much talking, too much kikiing, too much cheesing. Just, I don't know if he thought that was going to get into Tim's head or not, but it didn't do a thing. And how do you feel about the reception that Tszyu got in Australia? Did they not put on for him? Girl, they put fire and everything on. It was like
they were shooting that shit out the ring. I was like, is this legal? I ain't never seen this shit in America. We got fire in the ring and shit.
They went all out for Tim. You can tell they want him to be the Australian star. Like they were cool. Go ahead.
Kambosos. That's the first thing. They wanted Kambosos to be that.
This is the thing. I don't even think they necessarily wanted Kambosos to be that. I think they feel about Kambosos the way you do. I think they feel like he's a meth Australian and that he steals catalytic converters. But because he won the titles the way he did, they had to go ahead and get behind him with the whole undisputed thing. But as soon as he lost them belts and when he had their rematch clause, they were in a smaller stadium. They didn't give a damn about him like that. They want Tszyu to be that guy. You could tell. They went all out for him. Now, this is what I really, really, really wanted to get your opinion about. So, during this fight that they went all out for in Australia, they had a special added edition at the commentary table. Your guy, Jermell Charlo, was commentating this fight. How did you feel about that? How do you think he did? What were your thoughts on that, friend?
You know, I was watching that shit very, 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 very proud. We didn't build a little franchise, me and Maxeyo. I had a lot of people a little tuned in to my tweets last night, like very well spoken. We're very classy. I was like, Mel, God damn it, this is it. You are doing, this is power forward. This is what we wanted for you. You are in the bright lights, you look good, you sound good, the swag is great. You didn't even have to change yourself. Just be you, just with a little tone, like I've had to do, just with a little tone sometimes. I can't do it all the time. I'm working on it though. You're a whole lot better than me. It's for me to act crazy and for you to do all the good work, okay? Very fucking, when I tell you, friend, I am proud. I was so proud. I was like, yeah, we did a thing. We did a thing. And the whole outfit, was subtle, but he was shining like he was supposed to shine, friend. It's giving model. It's giving I'm supposed to be exactly where I am. Go ahead, friend. I feel like we built a franchise.
You built a franchise?
I feel like we built a franchise, friend. We went from, look where we came from.
We came a mighty long way.
Look where
we have come a mighty long way. We have come a mighty long way.
I'm 83%. is about to be.
Wait, you went from 72 to 83?
Yeah, after last night, after last night, 83% is what I feel like now, because I worked real hard to get us here.
Okay, so y'all know I'm a Debbie. Sometimes I can be a Debbie Downer, and I am a huge critiquer. I'm a very big critic. I am. I know this about myself, and this just who I am. Now, I enjoyed his commentary. We all know Jermell. We're very familiar with him, so when he speaks, it's nothing new to us. However, I don't want to say stuttering, but just the way he speaks when he was up there with the rest of the panel, who are professionals at this. He's not a professional, but he's a boxer. He's fighting the person who's fighting Nick, who wins this fight. He's fighting them next. So I understood them having him there, and I was cool with that. Great, fine, wonderful. I don't know if he took any lessons or got any pointers. But if you're gonna do it again, I want you to get some coaching. Okay. That's neither here or there. I was cool with all of that. What did it for me was talk to y'all all the time. Reading the room. You on the commentary desk. Everybody up there has a suit on. You came in casual, too casual for me. I just talked about this Friday. Mel, you can hang a suit if you want to. You could have been very stylish with it. You didn't have to be sportscaster man suit. It could have been snazzy suit. But don't come in there with a shiny t-shirt on, man. No. But I digress. He looked nice. I'm so glad he's gone back black with the hair. That's absolutely very becoming. But if you do it again, if there's something that you think you might want to do after boxing, of course, I'm sure he's going to get pointers, but dress, man, spoolish up just a little bit. Just little, no, I don't know. This is me. Y'all, I'm old. I'm sorry. Anyway, let me read some of these super chats. First of all, let me read one of these comments. Pablo Escobar says he was stroking that bum the night before. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Errol Spence Jr., no, he ain't shit neither. I saw that tweet. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. TD Harden said some people think he threw that fight. TD, somebody else said that earlier. I don't know. Y'all really think that may be the case? Y'all think so? Hey, mama, what you done said up here? Hold on. Let me read what my mama said. Mommy says, salute, beautiful queens, Nik J and BOXIANA. Y'all doing the thing. Keep it up. Tell it like a T.I. is. Love y'all. Thank you, mommy. Love you too. So yeah, y'all think he...
Wait, friend, because I have an objection. I don't like what you said.
Why, friend? Why?
Because like as Mega Mill's PR person, he ain't got to go up there with no damn suit on. He don't have to wear no fucking jacket. He was dressed appropriately for the occasion.
He was not.
He was.
Why was that appropriate?
It was appropriate enough for him. You rushing him. Like, give him time to get to the suit. Like, we just got into, remember the shit that he was wearing? The motherfucker came down dressed like Curious George Daddy.
Okay.
Let's do this slowly, because you're trying to make Curious George Daddy go from this to a suit.
Not a suit, but what do young people call dressed up? What is dressed up for young folks?
Okay. He calls it dressed down. He's not old, but when he wears a suit jacket and pants, but he'll put on some sneakers.
I'm cool with it. I don't have to see your feet.
There was absolutely nothing wrong with what he had on last night.
That would have been cool if he was at the fight, but you're not at the fight. You're on the desk you're at the desk or you're on TV.
What was wrong with what he had on?
I'm not saying anything was wrong.
What did you suggest that he needed to wear then, friend?
That's what I'm asking. And I'm gonna ask the chat because I know I'm out of touch a little bit with the
Right.
youngsters. But as a youngster, I know you have a young teenage baby boy, you know. But when you call yourself, if your baby gets dressed up, what is dressed up for youngsters? What is that? What does dressed up mean? Or is dressed up just thrown away? Like that's non-existent at this point. What do you wear at dressed up as a youngster? What does getting dressed up for them mean? Because like you being casual all the time, that's cool. But there's casual wear, and then there's something other than the fuck casual.
Okay, friend, what was casual about what this is casual what we got on? Casual.
He had on a t-shirt, dog.
No,
But
he did. That was not a t-shirt.
it was
It was
a
a sweater.
it was a,
No, friend.
it wasn't a sweat. It was a t-shirt.
Dressed down, friend. He was dressed down. It was appropriate for what he was doing.
No.
If he hadn't done anymore, that would have been too much for him.
On the panel?
Yes.
As a commentator?
Too much for him, friend.
Not even a collar shirt, though?
He didn't know. He didn't need one.
Why?
He didn't need one. It would have been too much for him, friend.
Why is that too much? That's what I want to know.
He's not at the suit level yet. You got to give him time.
That man is married with multiple kids. He over 30. When is it time?
Friend, you got to give him time to get used to suit body. He ain't suit body yet. Let him get
He is suit body. He got nice shoulders. He can hang a suit.
But mine ain't suit body yet, friend.
Dog, he 32.
And so what?
At what point are you ready
start
for
growing up to they 50? Let's be frank.
But that ain't right though. That's what I'm saying.
What me and you gotta do? What we gonna do about that?
Say something.
Okay.
Because if don't nobody say something, they gonna still think that shit is cool.
Mel, as your PR person, don't listen to her because she want to see you in a suit. Now, when you pull out a suit, make sure you add some sneakers to antagonize her for me. I
don't
really
even care. And the reason why I say this is because I know he knows fashion. So he knows what dressing up is. He knows what that is. That's the only reason why I'm saying something about it, because I know he knows what that is. I'm just curious to know, is there ever an occasion at this point in time other than a funeral? And hell, not even then, because they come in there with t-shirts and shit on for the damn funeral with folks' face on it. Like, when is the appropriate time to not dress casual?
Okay, so like, when are we gonna get out of like making suit jackets like the thing?
I didn't say suit jacket. I just
okay. So friend, okay, so you just wanted him to have on a collared shirt, basically.
Not even a collared shirt. I want to know, what is this generation's dress up? Or is it non-existent?
They don't do that shit. Like, there's some people, like, they'll wear, like I said, like V, he'll put on some jeans, a freaking pair of sneakers, a nice shirt, or maybe a t-shirt and a jacket.
And he got on a blazer though.
Okay, so you just want the blazer there.
Give me something other than you casual somewhere. Like he could have left the desk and went bowling in it. He could have left the desk and went to the movies in it. I don't want you at the desk with commentators doing. I don't want you up there looking like a sore thumb. I don't want you up there looking like one of these kids is doing his own thing. And you can look like that because you are. You're the boxer. You're the current boxer. But good sir, don't come in there looking like you just got up and threw some shit on. I just don't like that. That's me. I know it's me. I ain't finna change for nobody. That shit irks my soul. There are occasions, there are reasons, and there are occasions that you get your ass in some dressed up fucking clothes, especially when you have the money. There's a lot of folks that ain't got shit and they do the very best they can. But you're sitting on millions and cajillions worth of dollars. I know everything in your closet ain't casual. I know it's not. So what occasion do you put on a suit? At what time? When? I just want to know. Somebody tell me, please. I need to know.
A funeral? A
They
wedding.
not okay.
A wedding.
If
Well,
you in the wedding, if you in the wedding.
no. I think that if you attend a wedding, you should wear a suit. Everybody that attend the wedding should be dressed nicely. And when I say dress nicely, a suit, jacket, and tennis shoes, that's a look for me. I like the way that looks together. I don't think you have to wear dress shoes to be considered dressed up, but I get what you're saying, friend. I
Do
understand.
you? Do you hear me?
I do because I know that look. I like the way that looks, okay? So I'm not saying that it cannot be done, but in today's climate with today's folks, they not wearing these suits like we would want them to put that shit on.
And I know that it's not something that you do all the time. I'm just saying that there are occasions that call for different types of wardrobe. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I just would love to know the occasion, or is that just null and void at this point? Because to me, it feels like men dress. It's so crazy because men casually dress all the time, even when I be feeling like there's cause to dress up. And then these women of this era and generation, they put on a full face of makeup for all times of the day as if it is after hours, and so it's just all thrown off to me. And I'm old, sorry guys. I ran it on that and I didn't mean to. Zeno Gray, thank you. He says he felt like he was drugged, and that hurt my soul.
He felt like Tony. He did that same bullshit that he always fucking do. He starts off amazing. Midway through the fight, he starts to be himself. And by the 8th and 9th round, he's considerably getting himself knocked out. He fought like Tony. I'm sorry. I tried to tell y'all without being so fucking harsh to Tony. I love Tony Harrison, okay?
You did.
I tried to not do this, but now it got to be done, and it's real. It sounds bad.
You did.
Sorry.
You did. Todd French 600. Thank you, Todd. Charlo, he says Charlo will cook Tim. Can't fight in the pocket. Easily pivoted. No lateral movement, and can be jabbed easily. Charlo's best attribute is his jab.
Did you see
exposed
him after the fight?
Say it again.
Did you see how Magomed was looking at him after the fight?
Like he was food.
He was looking at him like he was going to a steakhouse. And I ain't talking about no little bullshit steakhouse. I'm talking about STK. I'm talking about some real places. You heard me?
Girl, I was at Papa's Brother Steakhouse last night. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, good. Sorry. Yeah, good food. Good meal. Good meal.
Saying he looked at him like he was a good freaking meal. Asparagus, all that.
Asparagus, scalloped potatoes, all that. Yeah, house
with the butter, with the butter,
with all it. All it. Brandon Maurice, he came through. He says, "Keep up the great work, ladies." Hey, BOXIANA slap. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I don't fucking know either. But
I don't know what does that mean. Hey.
I hope it mean a or you.
Hey, BOXIANA. I don't know what that means. But thank you. Let's see who else we got. Zeno Gray came back. He says Mel versus Tim is bigger now. At least Mel dogs him. Yeah, that fight did make the showdown a lot more interesting for Tim's fans.
Now, can you imagine Tony and having to run that back with Magomed if he just barely had beat Tim do?
No.
Oh, I would be so angry at y'all, you, and all these people in here because that would be y'all fault.
No. I don't want to see that. No. Suits are not for after you retire. Y'all need to knock it off. I've seen so many young guys come into a press conference in a suit. Y'all just don't like to dress up no more. Just say that. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Do we have any more? I think no, we have one more. TD, thank you. TD says you're right, Nik. Thank you, TD Harden. I appreciate that. I feel like an old lady up here because Oh Lord. Todd French comes back. He says, Nick, you have to lower your expectations nowadays. I will not. Hell no.
You can just expect to be disappointed because what you want, we are done. You know how they used to get dressed up in their furs to go to the fight? Now you can expect tape type of fur at the fucking fight.
I don't know what kind of suit you wearing, blessed to fish.
Ain't no telling with that one.
Ain't I don't know what kind of suits you wearing, blessed to fish. No, they do not. Mike Jones, what's up, cousin? Mike Jones says Zoo is white Errol Spence without the jab. Well, then he ain't Errol Spence, honey. Mike, now, cousin, don't you come in here talking that tomfoolery. No, he is not. No, exactly. We're raising the bar in here. Quit rolling with mediocrity and whatnot. Yeah, I have great expectations. I do.
So next time that we go to a fight, don't come in there with that shit you had on last time. You was cute.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And now, we'll be in better seats too. So you're absolutely correct.
Oh, so now you want to be bougie. Right on.
Yes. Don't test my gangster. Don't.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Right.
Don't do it.
Say less. Let me
I was just gonna say less. You just wait. Facts. You have done a thing. Mr. Munt says Zoo fights just like Castano, just a little bigger, a little more power, but slower. He's getting effed up with a hook. I can already see it. Woo, Mr. Munt, you think so? That's interesting. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I think he gets him up out of there. Big Dog Willie, I knew you was coming. Did you know Khan invented the jab in boxing? Facts. I knew you was gonna tell us something we didn't know, Big Dog Willie. I knew you were. So, okay. After the fight last night, Tszyu, his adrenaline was pumping and he made the people call him by his name because, he was offended by Charlo calling him Kazoo. And I forgot his exact words, but he said something like some mother, what, I forgot what he said, but he was very riled up about this thing. So, has there been any type of timetable as far as when Charlo is potentially coming back?
All I can tell you is that is a 6 to 8 week injury, depending on how bad the break is. It's been at least 4.5, 5 weeks. So
it's been longer than
that. It's been about maybe 5 to 6 weeks, maybe then. So
no, remember, because he was scheduled to fight Zoo. So it's been months. Right? Yeah, it's been months.
Okay, so
because he hurt his hand training. So he ought to be
well now.
Yeah, he ought to be well now. So I'm wondering, I know Zoo has the 90 days. I believe that's what they give him, 90 days before they can schedule another fight. So we definitely should be seeing this by like midsummer, maybe a little bit after summer. What you think? Because Tim does want to be active. And I believe that is one thing that he has going in his favor, that he's being an active fighter.
Juneteenth is still open, ain't it?
I think that's supposed to be Maul's return.
Juneteenth?
I think.
In Houston still? Are we going to that?
We'll be going to that. I'm gonna have to bust out my good stuff just for you.
Not for no fucking Selecki. You're not finna catch me in my good shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it'll have to be a good fight. Okay.
I'm not dressing up till the bats come out. When the bats come out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not wearing my clothes, friend. I'm sorry. I just
Good question, John Nori. John Nori says Mel might need a tune-up. What you think about that?
Who?
You think Mel might need a tune-up before he fights you?
Maybe not. I don't think he do. But he been out the ring for a while, so why not give him a tune-up? Let him get back to himself. Yeah, I don't need one, but
I think I wouldn't mind seeing him have a little tune-up before that fight, just to make sure everything is running on all cylinders and everything is working the way it's supposed to be working. Now, I wouldn't be mad if he said, "Now let's get to the smoke," but I wouldn't look sideways at him if he didn't. I wouldn't. What's up, CYP? How you doing, Los? What's up? TD Hart is back. He says, "Y'all so cute." Thank you. Thank you. And Omega Red, how you doing? Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Wow, Miami. Oh, Miami says Zoo is a tune-up. Okay, Miami, if Zoo is the tune-up, then who is the real smoke at 154 for Charlo? Friend, who is the smoke?
There is no smoke for him. Sebastian Fundora is the next thing that he is left to beat up on.
You think he gonna take a fight with Sebastian?
It's time for him to move up.
You don't want to see him fight Sebastian?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Okay.
I don't think Sebastian is this fucking killer. I just think he's supposed to weigh more. So ain't no way that Sebastian Fundora is shrinking his fucking body down to 154 pounds. That's a 220-pound man at least.
I think he's just awkwardly skinny.
No, he ain't.
Has he ever been? But he's not even bigger. He's not a lot bigger than that when he's not fighting. That's the only reason why I say that. And even his normal self is just thin.
No, I think they force himself. You know, I can't get much bigger than this. It's like bulimia. I'm gonna go throw all this food up because I ate too much. Ain't no way you 6'7", 154 pounds.
He say he can get down to 147.
Wasn't he fighting at 118 or some shit like that?
No.
He just, He was fighting at a little weight when he first started, I thought.
Not 118.
Maybe not, but he was skinny than a bitch. He looked like he was that little.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's some people that's just naturally tall and lanky like that. Just many.
No. I don't know no grown man at a 6'7" height, only weighing 154 pounds. Y'all, that is anorexic for a 6'7" man. A man?
How old is he? He's still young, though.
He's still in his
20s. In his early 20s, though, right?
Friend, the man is supposed to be fighting at heavyweight.
I just like skinny. You know what? If he had problems making the weight, I would say that. But he just is a frail, thin, he awkward. He just, dog, he can't see. He tall and super skinny and strong. He just is an oxymoron. Yeah, he's 6'5" and petite. He just is he's a different kind of dude. He's a different kind of looking.
Men are not petite.
Yeah, it's a lot of them because Monster and Cool Boy are petite. They little.
I just don't believe that. We got to find them. That ain't very manly. Girl, my man petite. What? We can't. We need to find a new word. That's not manly enough, friend.
I just said small.
Okay, I'd rather you use small than
you said petite, not me.
You said petite.
Oh, I did. Okay.
You did. Sorry. Friend, I don't know. We can't use that word anymore. We need to find a manlier word for them.
Okay, well, it's small. Ain't no other word. Damn it.
They're not even medium. They are small.
They small. They are bona fide certified small. But see, they're short and small. He's an oxymoron because he's abnormally tall, irregularly tall, and then skinty. Like real thin. Like
no person that tall my son weighed just as much.
Lean, mic check. I like that. Lean.
We would no longer refer to men on this channel as petite.
Okay. Lean and small. He's tall and lean. They are small and lean.
Petite.
No. You didn't know. You know.
Friend, why did they fight like in real life? Like, I guess I look at stuff differently now because I got a teenager and he's big now. I could be comparing people to my son. Like, if my son outweigh you, I'm looking at you kind of. Now, some stuff I'm going to excuse because at this point we are here. But I won't excuse any other cases except for that, friend. That's the only case that I'm going to excuse. The rest of that, if my son is bigger than you, I'm wondering what's going on. Are you eating well? Because I know my kid can throw back some food, but as a grown person, nah.
And look, this is the thing. Now, friend, you are onto something. Because my brother is about 6'3", 6'4". And he was always very thin. Very thin. Not Sebastian Fundora thin, but very thin. And even when he was thin like that, I don't think he was 154 pounds thin.
No. That man is shrinking his body down to be that freaking small. You can't tell me otherwise. That boy should be 175 pounds at least.
And maybe he will get up until he might grow into that because he's still young.
Friend, when he flex, I don't want to see his ribs. And if Errol Spence Jr. fight him and he see them ribs, he gonna leave without them.
Yeah, he definitely. What's up, Manny Beck? However you doing? Yeah, he doesn't want to see EJ. He says he does, and I admire him for saying it out of his mouth. But I don't think he wants that kind of smoke. But we'll see.
No, gain some weight, son.
He gonna have to fight somebody eventually at 154 because he is putting he's in position to do so. He gonna be in the same position as Tim Tszyu after a while. He gonna be in position.
Speaking of, we never talked about this. What do you think about Christopher Lovejoy saying that his team sent Deontay Wilder a contract for the biggest payday of his life?
I think we took it out of context because I think what he meant to say was it was going to be the biggest payday of his life, of Christopher Lovejoy's life, in his mind, in that dream that he had, that he put out into the universe as if it was nonfiction. That's what I think. I don't know what kind of drugs Christopher was on.
It ain't drugs. That fat then drained up from his titties and then went up and then circled around his fucking brain. He got fat on the fucking brain. Come back. You know I don't like no Christopher Lovejoy, friend. And the fat from his side titty then traveled up his neck, up his cheek, and into his brain. Come back.
Fat from where? The fat from where?
The fat from his side titty then traveled up his neck, up his cheek, to his brain. And the fat is circling around his fucking brain, telling him he is the man with titties and belly. How dare him? I've never been so disgusted by a human in my life. To me, he is the 13th ghost, and I can't stand him, friend. I don't know what it is about Christopher Lovejoy, but I hate so much. I hate it.
You have for a long time. He repulses you. You just...
Why in the side titty? Why are you out here? Nobody even knows you or like you, Christopher Lovejoy. What do you mean you sent him a contract for the biggest payday of his life? Sir, you still in a training bra. How dare you call out there? I'm not even a Wilder fan, but I hope he fucking spark your ass like a blunt. The fuck? Hello? You and your side titty meat, just disgusting. And every time he got the nerve to do something, he got his shirt off.
Did he even win his last fight?
I don't know. Anytime he get out there, all I see is them titty moving. And why his pants be fucking tight.
Friend.
You didn't squoze yourself into this. You move wrong, gonna bust the side of these fucking shorts.
Yeah.
Gotta slide off that goddamn fucking stool when he go over there and sit down. Big and pasty. I don't like him.
I can tell.
I don't. His stomach look like a boogie board.
Ma'am. Are you finished? Are you done? Are you done? Okay.
I'm finished.
Oh, all right. Well, there was another thing that somebody who's just popped up in our chat has brought to the forefront that we were going to get to in our segment called Twitter Team. And he wants you to know, he wants to ask you, BOXIANA, what's up with Caleb Sweet Cheeks Plant going in on women on Twitter? Alrighty, y'all, hold your hats, get your seatbelt prepared. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. I might have to get off camera for all the things that are about to transpire, but
friend, I promise to be well. Okay, I'm not even gonna say much. Okay, because let me tell you something. Apparently, that motherfucking little mixed girl he got at the house can't cook. Because the first thing out his goddamn mouth is make somebody a fucking sandwich. This ain't the 30s and the 40s. You can't tell no bitch to get back in the kitchen no more. Fuck you. I said, if one of these bitches that ain't your wife end up making you a sandwich, I hope she wipe both sides of the bread with her ass and then make you a sandwich. I meant that shit. I want David to knock this motherfucker into East Africa and leave him there. Leave him there stranded. Caleb Plant got a mouth, but he know who to talk to like that, and he know not to talk to like that. See, he talk that shit that he be talking to them bitches that ain't got no clap back. Me, I'ma hurt your feelings. And this same motherfucker that's telling bitches get in this kitchen and make him a sandwich was this same motherfucker asking that Canelo, do I fight good? I'm better than what you thought I would be, huh? What you think about me? I need this validation. Sir, pull them panties out your ass. I'm not bullshitting. Don't you tell another motherfucker to make you no goddamn food. You got a wife. Tell that goddamn mixed girl to make you a goddamn sandwich. That's what you do. I'm sure she can make great sandwiches. That's all they know how to make anyway. Any kind of sandwich you want, ham, chicken, turkey, whatever the fuck you want. I'm sure she can make a great fucking sandwich. Get her to do that shit. But telling all these fucking people to get back in the kitchen, I want you to respond to me like that. I'm begging you to respond to me like that. I'm going to make sure I get my Twitter deleted and we up almost 1,300 followers.
Friend, get another page, please, because I don't want our Queens of the Ring page to get taken. Because
I can't turn down no smoke, and I gotta go from the page that they know me from, because everybody know BOXIANA. I want him to respond to me like that.
But friend, it's the Queens of the Ring page. Okay.
Fine. I ain't gonna get our page suspended.
Please don't.
But I tell you what, Caleb Plant ever decide to fix his fucking Twitter fingers to respond to Queens of the Ring, it will be his last couple of tweets for at least about 2 weeks. Because I tell you, I'm going to sink him down through there. I mean that. I know you. Don't tell me to motherfucking make no sandwich. I play dirty. I get real grimy. I have your ass. I have you sending your bitch to come beat me up when you see me. I promise you, Jordan, you're going to have to beat her. You right. Because I low blow and I don't give a fuck. Tell me to get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. The only person that can tell me what to do is my man. That's it.
Jay Good, don't say that. No, she not. No, she not.
What? I'm not. I don't think so.
She's not Jay Good.
I don't think so. Wipe your ass with that fucking bread before you make that sandwich. I'm telling you, he would be eating shit pie like on The Help. You remember when she brought that pie over there?
I do.
Eat my shit. Caleb Plant will be eating my shit. Tell me to get in the kitchen and make you some. I promise you, whatever I make you, it gonna taste good, but it got some fucked up shit in it. Believe me. Get in the kitchen. Women can't even have no opinion on no sports because this how they men, that's how they feel.
Now that's what I was wanting to know. What was said that sparked that response?
She basically said the motherfucker ain't that goddamn good. She had an opinion about him.
She had an opinion.
Fucking like it, so he said eat a dick and make a sandwich. Say less. You eat the dick first. Then his little dick eating ass fucking fans that he got, all little 7 of them, they were all in my mentions 3 o'clock in the morning. That's how I know y'all don't get no fucking bitches. Because at 3 o'clock in the morning, the least you should be doing is defending Taylor Plant. I know it's some ass for you to lay up in somewhere, but y'all ain't got that fucking kind of privilege. That's why y'all be on Twitter at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and my goddamn notifications blowing my phone up when I'm laid up.
Mr. AMG says he needs to make Canelo a motherfucking sandwich.
He needs to make Canelo a sandwich. And whoever makes the motherfucking sandwich, they need to wipe both sides of the bread with their ass and then fix it and feed it to him.
I did read a little bit of that back and forth, and I wasn't quite sure what all that was about. And once I got to the original tweet, I was like, he got that upset about that just because she not a fan of yours? Like, she
not the first woman. He talks to the women on the internet like that. And then I think him and Ray was going back and forth. And then
I remember that.
Stood up for a fucking wife. And then Caleb Plant was like, "Oh, now I'm the victim." Now,
wait a minute. What happened there? Say it again.
Oh, yeah, they was going down through there.
He said what now?
Ray said he was gonna fuck Jordan.
Oh God. Let me read the super chat. Miami Snoopy 305 says, "Is Nik, if it's any consolation, Nik, she knows how to rebuild from nothing. She's done it before. By the way, someone tell Caleb to act BOXIANA." No, Miami, we don't want to see what happens.
He would never.
No.
He would never do such a thing. Nah. When Black told y'all that these boxers are scared of me, he didn't make that shit up. He didn't make that up. No. They really, really, really scared of me. Some of them not scared of me. They know.
No, because they know not to get on their bad side of you like that.
But when you do,
yeah. Todd French says, "Lord have mercy, BOXIANA is going." Wait a minute, he said, "Lord have mercy, BOXIANA is going in."
Yes. I'm just saying, like, quit talking to women like that. Like, we having a hard enough time getting into the sport. I only talk to people like that when they deserve it. I'm genuinely pretty much a nice person. See.
Right? You told the man you was gonna make a Jordan. Y'all ain't no good on that damn Twitter.
I don't know why we're not gonna act like these people are not regular people. These people are regular people. They just so happen to be in front of the media. We're not. There was a guy in my mentions a while ago was like, he's a fighter. Stop sucking dick. My nigga, I can see him when I go to Dallas, I see Virgil Ortiz in Walmart before he started getting bougie and went to Target. Virgil Ortiz used to shop at Walmart. These people are normal fucking people. I'm not gonna treat you like you walking the earth in gold. Why? You just like me, but with a little bit more money. Fuck you. Respond to me with that bullshit. Watch I take you down through there.
No.
Don't
do it.
Do it.
Mr. Plant, don't do it.
Do it, Caleb. You see my tweet? I tweeted an hour after you tweeted that. And it got a shitload of fucking notifications on it. I know.
Don't do it.
Respond to it. Yeah, tell me to make a motherfucking sandwich.
No.
Watch what kind of shit sandwich you get back.
No.
Do it.
Don't do it. Don't.
I want
you got to fight to concentrate on. This not the fight.
He can't concentrate on the fight. He's too busy going back and forth with these fucking fans, these people that you don't even interact with on a regular basis, only to talk shit to.
That's what I don't understand. He should be getting ready for his fight. He giving a lot of energy to, and it wasn't even a disrespectful tweet. She just had an opinion. That's it. And he was like fighting mad about it. Fighting mad about it, which leads me to my next point. Go ahead.
Because you already know he ain't motherfucking ready for David Benavidez.
Mike Jones says, "Come on, Ray," in my Claude Banks voice. Come on, Ray. Yeah. Which leads me to my other calculations, okay? Because he's got this fight coming up with Benavidez on the 25th, right? Where he should be focused. That's what I would think his focus should be. But he's going back and forth. I saw on YouTube today a little snippet because we never actually knew where the start of this feud with him and David Benavidez, or him and the Benavidez family altogether, where it started from. And I'm very intrigued by it all. And I'm intrigued by it all because I actually like Caleb Plant as a fighter. I like him at 168. I like him as a fighter. I love David Benavidez at 168. I love him as a fighter. So I like them both. But I was always very interested to know where this conflict with them came. And so today I got a little bit more clarity. Now, I don't know David and them from a can of paint. I don't know them personally, but I listen to different clips and stuff. So I'm taking this man at his word. I don't know if he's telling the truth. I don't know. But David's daddy dropped a little gem as far as why it's personal for him with Caleb Plant. Because a lot of people always are like, what his daddy got to do with it? Why his dad is so mad at Caleb, blah, 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 blah. Well, today in the interview, he said why, which was very interesting to me. So it is very well documented. Everybody knows what has happened to David and why he doesn't have a championship belt. We all know why he lost them twice, once on the scale, and then once he was stripped because he tested positive for cocaine. Okay. So David's daddy tends to believe that there has been a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of underlying jealousy there with Caleb Plant. He, like I said, he was a fan of Caleb before any of this, started. Now, everybody also knows that Caleb is a couple of years, he's like 4 or 5 years older than David Benavidez. So his daddy said he kind of feel like there was maybe a twinge of jealousy there because David actually won the belt before Caleb did. And so he said once he won the belt, he was talking shit like boxers do about other boxers in their division, especially those who will tend to be competition for them. We get that. But he said as a father and as a man, which I'm sure some of you guys can understand because you got children, he said he was really hurt when David tested positive and all of that happened with him. He was hurt as a father. He was hurt. He didn't know, he didn't drop the ball and being a dad. He was just hurt behind it all the way around. So he said he went to Caleb Plant, man to man, and said, hey, what happened with David, it really hurt me bad. And I would appreciate it. I understand you're a boxer and you talking your shit and stuff like that, but I would appreciate it as a father if you would keep it boxing when you shit talking. This is something he asked him. Could you do that for me? Because as a father, it fucked me up. So I'm just asking you, man to man, you can talk your shit about David. I don't care nothing about that. But can you just keep it boxing? Plant said, you know what? I can do that. They shook hands and he thought it was that. That was it. That's all. Now, granted, him asking him that didn't mean he was going to do it. But if I ask you that and you say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I understand that. We're going to shake hands on it. I respect that. I'll keep it boxing. And then I wake up the next morning and you back on that same bullshit. As a parent, I could probably see a little bit how that would irritate the fuck out of me. Now, he didn't have to. Caleb is not required to not talk shit about David Benavidez. He's not required to do that. But it's kind of snakish if you say to this man in his face, I'm going to respect you. I'm going to respect you asking me to do that. And I ain't going to do that no more. And then you get your ass up like pilgrims could sometimes do and do the opposite. I kind of see why his daddy don't like him a little bit. I just be liking to know all the facts and stuff. Y'all can do what y'all will.
Don't like him.
Say that again.
Nothing.
Say it again, because I ain't hear you.
The same reason everybody else don't like him. Didn't Anthony Darrell say nobody likes your ass?
That's what he said.
Nobody likes him but him and that little mixed girl at the house. Them the only people that like him. Caleb Friend ain't got no friends. Don't nobody fuck with him like that. He a little mouth. And his mouth is going to get his goddamn teeth knocked into his throat one day. Be yourself.
I'm just saying. He didn't have to say to that man, you know what, I respect that, I'm gonna keep it boxing. He could have said, no, fuck that. It's all fair game. He could have said that to his face when they were having a discussion with each other, one-on-one. He could have said that. But instead he said, you know what, I'm gonna keep it boxing. I'm gonna respect that you having this conversation with me, and I'm gonna keep it boxing. And then the very next day, he was back on bullshit. Now, y'all can play crazy in the comments if y'all want to and act like, but you know what? Y'all might not be playing crazy. If that's the kind of man you are, I got you. I'm just saying, if you're going to be some way, be that way all the time. Be that way all the time. And that has always been, David never said what it was, but he would always say, he's one way when we're in front of him. When I'm in front of him, he's one way. And then when I'm not around, he talk a different kind of shit. That explains that statement. He never would elaborate on that statement. He just would always says, man, I don't really fuck with him because, you know, one way in my face, he act this way. And then when he get away from me, when he in front of cameras, he talk a different set of shit. That's what I don't like about it. If you're going to talk that shit at all times. That's all I'm saying. I just thought that was very interesting.
Okay, 8 Mile. I want you to respond to my tweet, 8 Mile.
What was the tweet?
Huh?
What was the tweet?
I want him to respond to my sandwich making tweet.
Oh.
I do. And from here on out, his name is 8 Mile. Because he got folks thinking because I act like this. These my folks. I'm not your motherfucking people.
Wait a minute. Did you say 8 Mile?
8 Mile. 8 Mile. That's what it's giving. It's giving I grew up in a...
Caleb clutched his invisible pearls after that. Lord Jesus, y'all. Friend, come back. Friend, come on back. Yeah. Well, I just... You know, y'all, when I find out information in jewels, I like to share them. I like to share. And now Dre's findings is absolutely correct. He says there are 3 sides to every story, and there are. And I would love to get Caleb's side of that story, but he's too busy, you know, trying to chastise women.
Caleb, come here, because if the motherfucker say make a sandwich because he don't like the question that's being asked, Bud, y'all got a better chance of seeing Bud on her than Caleb Plant. Y'all have a better chance of getting Bud on here and seeing Bud on here than to see fucking Caleb Plant. Because Caleb Plant gonna get disrespected the whole entire time he here. 8 Mile Jr. I don't have nothing good to say. You don't fucking tell. Nah, friend. I don't like them trying to degrade women down, especially the women that are speaking sports. They don't like us as commentators anyway. So for you to get you're a boxer and you're going to get up here and say, go make a sandwich, you first. Ask Canelo what he want on his sandwich. Make Canelo a sandwich. Matter of fact, make him 2. Since you needed to ask him so much. I'm good, huh? You think I'm good? I'm a whole lot better than what you thought I would. Yeah, nah, I don't give a shit about Caleb Plant's story. His side of the story, at this point, you count it out. He canceled himself out with that shit. I'm going to work on getting Bud on her. But y'all will never see Caleb Plant on here. Never. No, Bud likes some of the jokes. Bud likes some of the jokes. Y'all will never get never. If the day Caleb Plant come out here, Nik gonna be here by herself.
Friend.
It would be the queen of the ring.
Friend.
The queen of the ring. That's it.
No.
I would have asked no queens.
You really don't like him, huh?
I really don't like him. And Miami Snoopy. See, here go the thing. B know how to squash her beefs.
She does.
Me and Bernie ain't got no more beef no more. So when I say I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna work on it.
What's his name? Jay Good, man, Budrico. Y'all crazy.
When I shock your spirits and you see Budrick on her, don't say nothing. I told you what it was. The interviews here are great. The boxes that come here, they love it here. What?
I'm gonna stop them. Get my. I'm gonna take my own advice and get out these comments.
No, I already see it. It's fine.
Yeah,
no,
y'all cause oh
this today, y'all. No, we're not.
No, crop veto for the W. Y'all ignorant. Oh, y'all silly. But Nello shows up. Y'all is ignorant.
He the face of boxing, y'all. Hear him tell it. He the face of boxing. We might.
Y'all do me a favor.
We can't get Canelo on here, okay? Canelo can't come here.
Why?
Cause y'all see how y'all like my hair. I like my hair. Y'all like my setup that I got. Me too. Canelo come on the show. All y'all gonna see is just all this shit get knocked over in a swift, fast motion. Ooh, like this.
We can't have Canelo on the show because the chat is gonna cut up. They don't know how to act in front of company.
It won't be no chat for that shit. When I tell you
we cutting off the comments,
time that chat will be disabled, y'all wouldn't even be able to breathe in Canelo direction. Do you understand me? No chat. Y'all will be in here just looking and breathing through y'all nostrils. It's all mad. Y'all gonna be able to see the steam come out your nose and ears. Absolutely not.
Miami, we gonna have a translator if he come. We gonna have a whole translator. Ain't gonna be no problems. No,
we good. We good.
You know what? Caleb, one ham sandwich. Hold the one ham sandwich. Hold the clembuterol, Nello.
Yeah.
You know what?
Y'all want to go there?
No.
Because once you start talking about Canelo, I got something to say. Speaking of, are you hearing about him and Ngannou and Ruiz? There's they going back and forth. He's gonna fight one of those two people.
Who?
Wilder is.
I did see something. Ngannou was saying that he was in talks, or they in the first stages of talks with him and Wilder. Now, I didn't hear anything about Wilder and Ruiz, but I did hear Ngannou and Wilder have begun.
Why does he want to fight a boxer so bad? I don't know.
Because he's okay. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's no longer in the UFC. And he wants to capitalize on the boxing bag. Yeah, if he can have one fight with Deontay Wilder as a boxer, it's gonna be bigger than probably his total sum of money that he's made the entire time he's been in the UFC. So, and Dana White is so angry with him for leaving the UFC that he has said, I never say never, but I'm saying never. He's never coming back to the UFC. So he could do Bellator, but why go do Bellator when you can go to boxing and make the bag? So it's a business move. It's a business move, and I ain't mad at him for it. And he's not completely green as a boxer. This is the thing. He tried boxing before he went into MMA, but I think he just wasn't a really good boxer. So it was, a better look for him to do MMA. But whoever he fights when he boxes, he gonna get knocked out because he doesn't have the stamina for boxing. To me, he's gonna be winded by round 2, and it's gonna be a done deal. But he's gonna get paid Because round one, he might catch your ass. So, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. It was one other thing. Was it something else? Oh yeah, it was one other thing that I wanted to get your opinion about. Um, we have a fight coming up this weekend. Your favorite Gabe Rosado is fighting Zerto. Friend. Um,
Danny Jacobs for the win.
what? What'd she say?
Danny Jacobs. Ain't that you said that's who he fighting?
No.
You said. Oh no, that's who Berlanga is finna fight.
Danny Jacobs?
Uh-huh.
No, Zerto. Big ass Zerto is finna fight Gabe Rosado.
Well, Danny Jacobs is finna fight Edward Berlanger.
Jerry Curl?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was even still
fighting. Yeah. I want to say it's for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. No, it's something like that. They are fighting for that day.
That's gonna be Edward Berlanger's first fight on the zone.
Yeah. It's Danny Jacobs.
Wow.
But
the thing is, Danny better win because Berlanga ain't. I mean, he old, but Berlanga ain't no.
He gonna get in there and bite him. He good for biting folks.
Mr. Munt, I don't know why they still sanctioning these fights. I don't know why. Somebody needs to go to jail for sanctioning these fights. Somebody needs to go to jail.
We said we didn't want to see Gabe back in the ring, 2 months ago? Wasn't it 2 months ago? I think it was 2 or 3 months ago. We said we did not.
It wasn't no longer than 3 because he fights like clockwork.
He does. I was very much confused. I don't know. Zerto looked like shit
against Bivol.
And we don't know if Bivol hurt his mentality. If Bivol didn't hurt his mentality, Zerto might come in there looking like himself, maybe. But Gabe ain't no bitch.
That's the only thing. Gabe is not no bitch, and Gabe is gonna fight. Gabe is gonna fight. You gonna have to knock his ass out because he's gonna fight.
I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know why they keep letting him fight. Like I'm sad for him at this point. I
Do you remember what he used to look like?
So fine. Speaking of, so off subject. But did you see them new pictures of Anthony Joshua chopping wood? Did you see that? Fix your face because I got to fix mine. Now, y'all know I've given Anthony Joshua a new lease on life, right? He in the neutral zone right now, okay? He ain't singing he ain't singing no more 3 right now. He ain't quoting the wrong stuff right now. So he's in the neutral zone. I ain't mad at him. I ain't not mad at him. He's in the neutral zone strictly on the strength of Derrick James right now. But those new photos came out. Shout out to Karma Serene. I saw you retweet and whatnot. Yeah, Anthony Joshua is returning. How do you think he gonna do, friend?
Keep telling y'all, he's not no heart surgeon. But I don't know. I'm not giving that goddamn boy no breaks. Was that really sweat? Or was that baby oil and water? Was this a photo op? Or you really been out there cutting out no damn tree? I don't know. I am still stunned from the baby oil and water. And I won't.
They all do that to take pictures.
Some of them really be working out. He had baby oil and water. It was beaded up too perfectly. He was smiling. He didn't look like no. This was a photo op. And until I see him back in the ring, all this will ever be is a photo op.
Well, maybe so. It was a good one. Okay.
If y'all don't pack this shit up and send it back to the UK, I don't need this shit. We said this. We said this. Not doing this shit. No. Pack that shit back up and send it back to the fucking UK. He is a stain on our name. We don't need that type of energy out here. And then y'all was just destined to bring him out here. I was so confused, but who? Now look at him. Trees like he Paul Bunyan and shit now. You don't get your ass on somewhere.
You leave John Henry alone. You let him chop his trees.
Okay, Mr. Bunyan. Go back over there where you came from. That's how I feel. Go back where you came from. And we motherfucking right. Motherfucking right.
Boxing and barbecue, you hush your mouth. That's what you do. You hush your mouth.
He out here eating at JJ's and shit. Not you eating at our chicken places.
Was he at JJ's?
You didn't see that? I'm had to send you the picture of him. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, that's where if he takes me, that is my favorite place to go. I get excited to go there.
He gotta embrace the city. He's there, friend.
You going back over there and eat your beans for breakfast and all that shit that you be having. You know, my UK people, I fucks with y'all tough. I don't want AJ over here.
Friend, give him a chance.
Beans for breakfast.
He not eating that no more.
Beans. And them little sausages things that y'all be eating. Don't ever eat that shit. Cause fuck no. Beans and sausages and all that. No, they the scones and all. Eat your shit over there. Don't come over here. No. He gotta go.
What if he wins in like devastating fashion?
I don't give a shit. Do one more. Okay, fine. You did that one. Now do one more.
Okay, question. If he wins in devastating fashion, and it looks like he is taking on the adjustment of the Derrick James style, and he gets one more fight. He has 2 fights of devastating victories. Would you rather see Wilder versus Joshua or Wilder versus Ngannou?
No, I want to see AJ versus Wilder because I want these folks, if they gonna keep that same energy when their trainer of the year is in the motherfucking corner of that UK man. That's what I want to see. Because one thing I know and 2 things for sure, y'all don't like to keep that same energy.
Well, is there anything else you want to tell the good people? Because we ran a little long today.
We did. Thank you for coming out to hang out with us on this illustrious ass Sunday. My word of the week to you guys is don't be Caleb Plant. Mind your tone and delivery, as my friends say, and remind yourself who you talking to before you start to speak. Because you might encounter somebody like me during the week, and what you think may be an easy conversation is going to turn into a flip your wig ass situation. So don't be Caleb Plant. Mind your words. Don't say the wrong thing. If you are here because we have 200 plus people in here, hit the like button, subscribe this shit to your friends, play this shit wherever you be at. Tell people about us because we lit, we live, we local. We here every week, in exception to when my friend is traveling the world. We might occasionally take a break, but make sure you share this and like this because we funny and we like this every week. We'll be back on Friday to talk about Gabe fucking Rosado and why he's returning to the ring again. Y'all have a great week. Follow us on all of our social media. We have Twitter, Queens of the Ring Boxing, Facebook, Queens of the Ring Boxing, Instagram, Queens of the Ring Boxing, LinkedIn, Queens of the Ring Boxing. If you got any inquiries, bookings, all that shit, our email is in the thing. Check that out as well. So shout out to y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
And we shall do us a favor. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like thumbs up. Or if you didn't like it, you can still click the thumbs down. It don't make us know, never mind. But let us know you were up in here. At least let us know that much. If you could, please and thank you. Like my friend said, we'll be back on Friday. We'll be back to talk about the weigh-ins for Gabe Rosado and Zerto Ramirez. And we'll be here also to just wrap up everything that's going to happen in this wonderful week of boxing that we have coming ahead. I saw your question about Monster and Cool Boy Steph. Let me see who asked that question. I can't see. I don't see, but I saw it. We'll talk about that fight when it gets closer to that fight. And I believe, I don't know. I wake up every day feeling different about that fight. So that's going to be an interesting one to break down. But as it gets closer to actual fight date, we'll be talking about that more. We have some other announcements coming soon, hopefully in the form of more fights being announced. Hopefully we'll get something that, is going to add to what we already have on the schedule, because we have a nice schedule coming up. I might add, and we really do. I can't complain. It's other folks that I want to see on it, but as for right now, we got a nice little schedule to look forward to. So you guys have a wonderful work week. We will see you guys on Friday. I'm going to be dropping my recap of Rome video on Wednesday, and we'll see y'all on Friday. Thank you so much. Friend, get some rest. Did you pop a pill like
no, pop a pill? This bitch finna turn to a zoo. It's gonna be a zoo in her. It's finna be Coachella with the sounds and the noises. It's finna be a jungle. Y'all feel bad for y'all friend, cause listen, I'm calling them bitches up. Do you hear me?
He got earplugs.
How city? I don't even know at this point. It's gonna be go home, get out. You need to leave. It's gonna be the Jungle Book in this bitch. You hear me?
Lord Jesus. Okay, get you some good sleep, friend. Y'all behave. Okay, behave this week. Don't get in no trouble. And we'll see y'all back on Friday.